It's the Lions and the Packers, and it comes your way next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously he was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Lions at 13-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things. I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this.
And now the rookie's free. The 40. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 73 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field.
Touchdown, Packers! Wan'Dale Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed? He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions have regained the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. 10-7 our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
I know It's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On first down, it's Fields. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. It's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give him an A for effort.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On play action, Fields. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They snap it to Fields, sliding out of the pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they get no chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that is caught. Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-17. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chris Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Packers get set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Powell out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already...
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's caught left.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
steps away. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Chris Olave.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heat.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
Oh, Howe loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Here's Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Back to throw. Howell.
Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, how to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he's got his man on the outright. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
from the gun.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here come the Lions now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Howell.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Howell. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Another throw for Howell. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting it all down the field as well.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. That's good for 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. They'll roll him out right. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number one.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Here's Howell.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try to get some of those points back.
Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They're able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Swift.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
From the gun, here's Swift.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Now Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. also on the sideline and just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So the Packers down by 7. At time, a huge factor. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
Powell to throw. Pass complete to Robinson.
And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles.